me trying to stop the beef. You guys saw me being nice, genuine, kind. I'm no more Miss Kind anymore, okay? You guys have been sending me her videos, her reposts, her profile picture in my DMs. Honestly, Chrissy, I'm so sorry that a peasant like me, came into your salon, sat in your chair, was unhappy with the way you treated me and my hair, and then made an honest review about it.
Oh no!
Today we're going to be talking about a seasoned hairstylist, entrepreneur, as well as a content creator who goes by the name Hair by Chrissy, and also a creator that came online and shared her honest review who goes by at Not Famous. Now, I'm not one to care, but it is important to note in this particular video that Hair by Chrissy has a large following compared to the person that came online and gave her honest review. In this video, we will be seeing where things went wrong, who is wrong, who is being dishonest, as well as dissecting the proof. Without wasting any more time, let's get into this freaking video.
First, get your hair done. It's a little bit overwhelming because everyone's kind of grabbing your hair everywhere. There's like 10 people around you, and Chrissy's nowhere to be found. I don't know. Obviously, she has a lot of followers and a lot of people are coming to get their hair done by her, but it was a little bit disappointing to like pay the price that I did for the service. I think she might have touched my hair for 60 seconds. I'm being so genuinely honest with you. And here's the receipt.
This is the receipt that she provided. Chrissy service, $2,974. Coconut cream, $570. Whipped cream, $456. 7 seconds detangler. I know it's a brand, it just makes it seem like the detangling was for 7 seconds. That was $40.50. Milburn Repair Restorative Shampoo, $32. Treatment, $44. Repair Serum, $36. Her subtotal was, drum roll please, $4,152.50. But wait, there's tax and a tip. $14.11 tax, $50 tip, and this gives us a total of $4,216.61. Would you get that service done? I'll leave you to thinking. Let's watch her video.
So that is just the price of Chrissy touching your hair. And when I tell you she touched my hair for 60 seconds, I'm restating this because I don't think it's talked about enough. When you're not famous and you go to Chrissy, she doesn't actually spend time on your hair. You walk in, she touches your hair, asks you what you want, then she tells everyone what to do on your hair. But the problem is when you have 10 people pulling your hair every way and like dyeing your hair, they're all kind of on different pages. So I'm gonna show you my inspo pic. Definitely don't think it met my expectations. I didn't really notice a difference in the color from before. Like my roots are pretty still dark. I did ask for a shadow root like the photo, but I don't know, it just didn't meet my expectations how I was expecting it to with the price that I paid. But again, you're never 100% gonna be happy and it's never gonna 100% be perfect. So
I'm sorry.
What is that?
You're never gonna be 100% happy. If I'm paying $4K, I expect to be over the moon. I expect to get the service and more. I expect this hairstyle to be even better than the inspo picture I gave you. What she wanted versus what she got, totally different. I don't know if you can see it, but I sure can. Do you see the roots?
it's how you really lay it out in this situation, I guess. I feel like I'm just more upset about the fact that I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get my hair done by Chrissy. And it wasn't even Chrissy who did my hair. She spent less than 60 seconds on my hair. Overwhelming. And when I tell you there's so many famous people in there, there was 3 girls filming a TikTok, and then there was other people getting the makeup done. When I was trying to leave, there was literally a girl filming a TikTok in front of the door, and I couldn't even get out for 2 minutes because she was just filming a TikTok. So I feel like it was very just TikTok land and very I don't know. It's so cute. I think it's so cute. But it definitely wasn't my cup of tea because I just felt overwhelmed and there was a lot going on and there was 20 people grabbing my hair. Like, they curled my hair in like a minute because everyone had a curler. Like 10 girls around me having a curler, just like pulling your hair. Overall, I really love my hair, and I just wanted to be honest with you guys because I've never seen someone do a video like this. It's definitely a very like hot topic right now about like hair by Chrissy. I've been seeing it all over my page. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my honest opinion, and bye guys.
Kudos to you for getting that courage and that bravery and speaking up and giving your honest review on the experience that you got with somebody that has a lot of followers. And I know that probably was intimidating making that review. But when I tell y'all, if you go under all her videos, the lady we just watched, I don't know your name. I wish I did, but I'll just say @notfamous because that's what your handle is. If you go under the video and the ones we're about to watch, there's a lot of people who say, it seems like every year Hair by Chrissy has some bad review coming her way. So this is typical. Now, as I mentioned, she collabs with influencers and brands. When it comes to the influencers, I'm pretty sure they're discounted for their collabs, so they don't mind fronting a look in order to get the hairstyle that they want. It's not surprising that that's what influencers do now, okay? I feel like Chrissy should be in the top 10 of infamous influencers' final bosses. She's one of them. There's just no way. 4K! Sorry. 4K? You can do a lot with 4K. You can go on vacation with 4K. To get a hairstyle and not be happy with it should not be an option. And I'm sorry, but $2,974 just for the Chrissy service, for her to touch your hair for 60 seconds, is a scam. Meg says, no babe, why would you pay that? Did you know it would be that much beforehand? How do you even have that much?
Guys, if you were upset about the last video about my honest review on Hair by Chrissy and you were like, what the heck, you're in for one for this. So basically what I texted her assistant was that I wanted to move my extensions up and then dye it the color of my inspo pic, and here's my inspo pic. And here's the text that I have between the girl.
The comment is in the way, but she says, there's my inspo pic. The assistant responds with something about the roots and then adds on saying, or do you want bright and keep natural root? And then she responds, something maybe that can be manageable, but still bright. The assistant responds, yes, great. Extensions and color around 3,500 to 4,500. And then she responds, I already have extensions though. And then what I think she's trying to say is, are y'all able to move them up, or is that included? The assistant responds, sure, as long as they are the right color, because you can't color them. Move ups are around $950, color around $895. And she says, okay, when is your next available appointment? Assistant says October 22.
So the girl is saying that the new price of extensions can range from $3,500 to $4,500. And I'm saying, oh no, like I want to use my extensions that I have. And she was just like, oh, well, we can't dye them. Like, it might not come out to the exact inspo pic. And I was like, okay, that's fine. We can just lighten it up. So the day comes that I show up to Chrissy. I knew that the price was going to be in the 1,000s just for the color and the move up, which I was fine with because I've been searching for a good hairstylist for a while. And I thought Chrissy might be my new one. But I showed up with actually brand new extensions that I've had for a while. Because I was like, you know what, maybe just like she doesn't want to move them up because she thinks they're old or something. So I brought these brand new ones and she opened them up. She was just like, no, these are not good. Like this is too yellow. And mind you, like, they literally look the same. They literally look the same. Like, they look even brighter and more like my inspo pic. But there was 4 to 5 girls standing around me telling me that it was ugly. They weren't saying that it was ugly, but like they were saying.
What in the Mean Girl? Am I surprised though? If it's a freaking field trip of influencers in that hair salon, then of course it's going to be a bunch of mean girls. Not all influencers, but most influencers. Personally, I think the hair looks phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that. I genuinely think it looks beautiful. And also the inspo pic looks incredible. What she received though, 4K! It's unacceptable.
With their words, like things around it. And it was making me feel really bad. So I said, okay, look, Chrissy, like, I'll buy the extensions if you can promise me it's gonna look exactly like the inspo pic. And she was like, yes, 100%. It's gonna look exactly like it. Just let us take over. So I was like, okay. And in my mind, I knew that it was going to be in the 4,000s, anywhere from the 3,500 to 4,500 range. And I just told myself, like, this is what I've been wanting. I've been wanting my hair to look this bright, and no one's been able to achieve it for me. So I dropped multiple bands because I thought it was going to be my perfect hair. And when they were blow drying my hair, I was just so disappointed. I was so disappointed. I was just like trying to breathe. There was so much going on around me. I didn't like my hair. I knew I was losing so much money. And the girls around me were like, oh, it looks exactly like the picture. And I just knew that it didn't. And so not only did I feel like they were being fake, but like they bullied me into buying new hair, which made me feel really terrible about myself. And then at the end, this is the worst part because this sent me over the edge. When I was paying, I'm going to insert the receipt again. You can see all the charges of like the serum, the shampoo, the conditioner, the detangler. I had no idea that I bought that. Because when I tell you, I was so overwhelmed. There was everyone like filming videos. Everyone was doing everything. Everyone was everywhere. Here, like Chrissy literally like shoved all of this in a bag and said, here you go. And then the girl at the front rang me up for it. And I was like, oh, maybe this is like complimentary. Like, I don't know. Like, no, honey, you're buying that now. This is like over $100 worth of stuff. And I love these products. I use them every day, but like, really, like, I don't know. It was definitely, it was interesting, to say the least. So that is my part 2. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, but I'm glad everyone's agreeing with me that this is crazy because I kind of was a bit hesitant to speak out about it because so many famous people go to her. But yeah.
I can definitely understand how intimidating it can be. If it were up to me, I would say call out the influencers that bullied you because that is so mean girl coded and it's just so I'm stressed. I'm stressed for you considering the amount of money you paid, the excitement you had. Any time you pay for a service, the final look should be exactly what you asked for because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are pricing the items. I did speak on her having a shop and everything, and to think that she pushes products onto people, or she probably takes advantage of the younger folks that come see her, and she knows that maybe they'd be too shy to speak up, and so she just slams them the products and everything. It's a lot that goes on. And as for all the influencers that bullied this girl, please seek help. Now, at this point, you guys may be wondering, where's Chrissy? Is she responding? Yes, she is responding, and she's being petty about it. Caption reads, "This is getting insane."
Okay, I decided to make a part 3, so let's get into it. Yes, Chrissy does hair. Yes, Chrissy cuts hair. Yes, Chrissy curls hair. The problem is she does one curl and walks away. The problem is she does one cut, walks away. In the video, you can literally see it. Like, you can literally see it. So I'm going to explain step by step of what Chrissy did because it's making me mad now. It's actually making me mad, and I never wanted to make part 3. I just want to be done with it. But listen, okay? So I walked in there. Obviously, she was like, all right, those extensions, no. And then they brought out the new extensions. She never like held them up or anything, how they do in like all those like famous people's videos, which whatever. But then when they were coloring my hair, I think she stopped by. I think she did something in the front. She did one foil, walked away. So we're probably at what, 20 seconds now? And then I think she came back for a part in the back. She did something in the back for like 10 seconds. So that's 30 seconds now. And then I went over to the bowl. They washed me out. And she came over, said, use N4 or something, a toner or something. Walked away. So that's 35 seconds probably. Then they were like, she came over, looked at my color, was like, looks good or something, then walked away. But she's not actually like doing anything. She's just like telling everyone what to do, and she's not actually doing it. I don't know why I feel the need to explain myself, but yeah. Then I will say she cut all of my hair, but it was like 15 seconds. Like, she was like, oh, how do you want your hair cut? She put everything in the front, and then she cut it like that, and then she walked away and said, curl her up. She never curled my hair. She didn't style it. I was never asked, how do you want your hair styled? They just put me in rollers and curled my hair and sent me on my way. So, yes, Chrissy cuts hair, does hair, curls hair, but if you're not famous, she doesn't do it for very long. And she did cut all of my hair. She did. She just blended it into my extensions, and it took her, literally, it was so fast. It was so fast. But yes, thank you, Chrissy, for cutting my hair.
And as of late, this is Chrissy's profile picture where she screen grabbed the Chrissy doing hair with her tongue out. Definitely a mean girl, in my opinion. What's funny about all this is I did go back and watch a lot of Chrissy's videos, and I realized that what the creator had said at Not Famous was accurate. According to what they edit, it does show multiple people always touching on a client, and Chrissy is just here and there at times. Never doubted the creator for speaking up, but Chrissy having content out there proves the creator's point. Let's watch this video.
I want to do fall, but I want to do that icy brown.
Love that. Can you
That
show
would be
that?
pretty.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be
Like the icy blonde mixed in with the brown. That's like dream inspo.
what I like because that's more like your natural base color. Caramel brownie, which I think is cute.
I just don't want the warmth.
Yes.
Like, see how there's
because-
warm in here?
Yep.
I think that is pretty.
really cute.
So I want y'all to take note of Chrissy's hands because some of these are close shots. She has some clear, maybe whitish nails, and then she has a bracelet and she has some rings. Let's see how many times you guys see that, if not her face. So right here, she's just examining the hair, trying to see what the inspo pick is. And Chrissy grabs some extensions and puts them on the freaking creator's hair to show how it may look like, which is something that at Not Famous said she did not experience. This is her before, and we're just gonna pause here. I don't see Chrissy in this. Okay, let's just assume that she's getting the Chrissy experience, the Chrissy service. That's $2,900. I see red fingernails and green fingernails, and I do see a bracelet, but it's not Chrissy's bracelet. And then we see the dyeing of the extensions, which I thought they couldn't dye the extensions anyway. There's a bracelet. The bracelet is silver. Chrissy's bracelet was gold, which means that is still not Chrissy. Moving on, the hair dye is setting. She's twirling around. She's getting her hair washed, her extensions washed, and there is no bracelet in sight. Yes, it is the white nails, the clear nails that Chrissy may have had. So maybe it is Chrissy, but there's no bracelet. Maybe she took it off. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. So let's say Chrissy was potentially just washing that little strand for content. And then we move on to her curled up. I'm pretty sure that's not Chrissy. Those two people are not Chrissy. Wait. There's Chrissy in the background getting more content, which there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Especially as a business owner. Or maybe she's not getting the Chrissy experience and she's an influencer that maybe got paid to be a model. It could be anything. And then she goes on to get a haircut. I'll just assume that was Chrissy. Oh, Chrissy! Hey, Chrissy! I'm gonna assume that she was the one to cut her hair because that's what she does. Chrissy does hair. Chrissy cuts hair. Chrissy trims hair. Chrissy does this. Chrissy does that. Chrissy does everything. For the Chrissy treatment of $2,900, you can get about a minute and a half of Chrissy touching your hair. I understand the whole concept of charge your worth and all of that, but if you're not, doing the service that is expected, or if you're not being transparent about what people should be expecting of your services, then you need to go back to the drawing board. And with as much experience as she has, I feel like she should know this. Now, we will be dissecting another video, but before we do that, I just want to take a moment to thank all my Anti-Delulu Den members for all the love and the support that you guys give me. Also, everybody else. Please don't take for granted. I appreciate the support you guys give me as well. I hope the members are enjoying the BTS as well as the bonus videos. And I also hope that you guys are enjoying the early access. Early access is typically about 24 hours, sometimes even more. And also the badges. Please spam the badges down below because they look absolutely cute. With all that being said, let's get back into this hair mess. Anyway, back to the video. Absolutely love the comment section of this video because someone said she was like 20 seconds in the video. That girl was right. Someone says, okay, that'll be $500,000, please. Okay, your total today is gonna be $4,000. That's exactly how I'm reading these. Alexa says, what part did you do? My question too. Moving on. There's an update from @NotFamous.
Okay guys, so here's gonna be my final update about Hair by Chrissy, and then boom, we're squashing it, okay guys? So a lot of you guys have asked, has she reached out to you? The answer is no. I mean, why would she? At the end of the day, I could have told her that I wanted something different with my hair or it didn't really meet my expectations, but I didn't. And the reason to that was because I felt extremely out of place in that salon. I mean, I had people ask me what my name was about 20 to 30 times while I was there because they had to add everything that they used on my bill, and she had different assistants switching out on my hair. So you can imagine what that felt like.
For someone that is a hairstylist slash entrepreneur slash content creator, she truly does take for granted how powerful the internet can be. It's honestly embarrassing considering how much of a big following platform she has. And if you keep providing service that is not transparent, that is not honest, then you will eventually have a business that is just full of influencers and nothing else. And you'll have to pay for those influencers.
And I felt like everyone else in the chair, their name was known. So it just kind of made me feel a little bit like out of place in a way. So I didn't really want to be there any longer because it was so overwhelming and everything that we've already talked about. But I want to clarify that me speaking out about this and my honest review was to only give a review of how I felt as a non-famous person in Chrissy's salon. And I have worked with a girl who did my hair, and she had an assistant, but like her assistant would do my hair 25% of the time, and then she would do it 75% of the time. Like the assistant would dry and curl, but she would actually put my extensions in and dye. So it was just something new to me that I had no idea that Chrissy didn't do those things, which if that's how she operates her salon, props to her. I mean, I know so many influencers who go to her, and it's such an amazing thing that she's able to do that for such a high price. And even though it's not my cup of tea, since she doesn't actually do my hair, it could be other people's cups of tea. So I just wanted to like put that out there. I know a lot of like influencers who have been making like kind of mean remarks to me, but I think that if we just step back and we just remember that like people are gonna be mean and throw shade, and that is normal on social media, but like us as a community and as our family who has all been like involved in this honest review, let's not give shade to Hate by Chrissy. Let's not like go on her videos and type mean things. I've seen everything and it's still continuing, and I want to ask you guys if we could please stop all of the shade. I'm loving like all the videos of everyone's different opinions, and I think that that's such a beautiful thing, but let's stop like the hate and like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I respect Chrissy and what she does for work, and I have tried to be as respectful as I possibly can be because, you know, someone making a review that's negative about your work can really damage your profile, and I had no idea that this was gonna get, I mean, we're probably at like 15 million views and an accumulation of all my videos. My original video at like 11 million views. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, let's keep our opinions, but let's not throw hate to Hair by Chrissy because she's amazing at what she does. She would not come this far if she wasn't amazing at what she does. So let's keep that in mind. She's an amazing hairstylist. I wish I could be a hairstylist and charge that much money. Like, come on, let's be for real. I just wanted to give my honest opinion, and I think that that's an amazing thing that we all can speak out about our experiences and make, you know, funny TikToks about it and laugh about it, but not be hateful or disrespectful or make rude comments because, yeah, I just don't want to do that. But I love you guys, and I hope that you guys will take this video as a final act of ending it and just all being kind to each other and loving.
3 things. Call out the influencers that are being mean. I just want to have a word with them. Secondly, let's get it clear. She did not get the experience that she paid for. Her inspo picture and what her hair looks like right now is not the same. And third, she's only talking about the price because she didn't get what's worth for the price. If you have such a high price, your service should be high as well. So Chrissy responded, and at Not Famous was done being nice, as you guys saw in the very beginning, the intro part of my video. Like I said, she posted a story. We're gonna see the video here. She thought she ate with this video, but facial expressions tell a story. Look at her facial expression. The difference between the two. It's very telling of her experience. You can tell she didn't even want to do that video. We have another video that we're gonna discuss. At time of filming, this was posted 38 minutes ago, okay? So it may be a couple of days, but we're gonna watch it, we're gonna dissect it, and see how we feel about it.
Go lighter.
That's perfect. Keep your natural look so it grows out good, but just brighten it up.
Yeah.
Did y'all spot when Chrissy was doing her hair? First thing to note is that shots can be close at times, so we're gonna pay attention to the hands. She has a long sleeve black t-shirt. She has on red nails, and there are no bracelets in sight. So here she's just getting a feel once again of what the customer wants and the inspo and everything. And then we move on to the dyeing of the extensions. Now I see red nails, but that is not Chrissy. This is what Chrissy wore, and this is what the person is wearing. We also got a glimpse of some parts of her face. It doesn't look like Chrissy. Moving on to the dye setting, that's not Chrissy. The nails don't match. I'm gonna assume that's not Chrissy too, the bracelet. And then we finally have Chrissy. Finally, she's cutting hair. That's what she does best. She cuts hair. As at Not Famous had said, the proof is in the pudding, and the more she tries to prove a point, the more she fails. Who knows, maybe in videos to come, she'll start posting where she's doing the entire process, if not majority of the process, please. We'll see. But as for now, that's all we get from her. That is the Chrissy experience. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of this entire mess, and I will see you guys next time.